Hey, Alan. Yeah, I'm looking at this inventory item, the way you're using this, and I kind of there. There's I. What I like about it is I like that you're, um, reusing some functionality in the room class. The only thing is, I'm not crazy about is it shouldn't really be a room that the player's carrying. It should be a collection of items. But you're also using that same functionality in room. So I think the best solution here to kind of maintain what you've started, but maybe clean it up a little bit, is to create an items class. So I'll send you this um, because you did do a lot of work on this, and I think it's worth you know um, following up on. So um, I'm just gonna copy and paste a class that you can use. Let me just make sure this compiles here. Um, what is that? Internext thing. I think that's individual item. The items. Did you? If I look at this, the item class I've been working off of. Oh yeah, there's a name. So I have get name in it. Let's see. You know what we can do is also in just so we have it, we can say, I'll stick it on the end here, public string get name. So I'm just going to add this get name method um, so that you have it in your items class. And I'll let you check out this items. Let me just make sure this compiles. I'll let you check out this items class. Basically, it's doing what you're trying to do, which was get rid of redundant, creating an extra, the hash map of the items in two places and doing all the different operations on the items class. But instead of making a whole other room and then a whole other room class, you can share this items class with the player and with the room. So we can go into your room class here and make an items field. So again, this requires a little backing up, but it's a good thing to do. So instead of using this hash set called items, we're going to use our items class. So let me just comment this out for a second here. So so when we create our new items, instead of making it a hash set, we're going to make it a new items object. And then And so then our items object will have built into it this like we can say here, we'll get exit string, and then here we can say, oops, items get long description. So our, we're basically moving our get long description business from the room class to the items class. So here we have items in the room, let's say. Okay, and then this way, yeah, it's the room that, it's the items that takes care of doing that string. I think, let's see, is there anything else we need? Maybe get item string. Oh, okay, for item in items. Yeah. So we're not going to use this get item string anymore. I think we need that one. And then, oh yeah, so then to add items, we have this, our items class is going to have this add item class, I think. Let me see. Items should have something that says add item. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, it's a put, isn't it? Okay. So let's see here. So this is going to be items put. And we're going to put it okay, so the way we're going to put it is we're going to use the name of the item itself. That's what we do. Yeah. And then to remove item, I think we want to remove items by name. By string name. I think that's going to make our life easier. So that way, now the room is using this items method, and yeah, all the description stuff. Yeah, I think that's I think that's going to be that's a nice idea to incorporate. The collection, to make the collection, including the getting the description and all that, put that in one place, and you can use that both in the room and in the player. So we've just implemented it in the room, and in the next video we'll stick that into the player. Let's make sure everything compiles. Oh wait, remove item pizza. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say for this one that we're going to remove. So then this one, so see what we can do now is we have the item name, we can just remove, we can use the item name to remove it. So we can do something like current room remove item item name. And just comment this out. I'm going to comment this out now because we might need to do some other checks and stuff in here. But I just want to see if this compiles like this. I'm going to do a auto layout. Okay. Compile. Oh, I have an extra carriage return here, it looks like. Or an extra brace. Auto layout. Let's see. Okay, and the same deal with drop. So I think we can do the same thing here. Because see, we changed our oh, and we don't have to say inventory item anymore either. But let's just leave that for now. Inventory item and just say remove item name. Because basically we're in that items thing we're using a hash map. So we can pull things out by item name. Okay, so that looks like that'll work. And like I said, I don't want to throw too much at one time because there's a lot to do as it is. But so don't worry too much about the details here, as long as you can get everything to compile okay. And we're gonna, like I said, we're just gonna use that items class. You're absolutely welcome to look through it, but I think we can use it pretty much as a black box, as just you can just trust me on the methods that I'm giving you that are going to work with it. And then if you have any questions about it, absolutely send me questions. And if you want to look through it, you're welcome to. But like I said, you've already done a lot of work in this area. I like the idea of where you're using the trying to avoid redundancy. But I think instead of doing this inventory item business, which is actually a room object, we'll use the items object in both the room and in the player. So yeah, so like I said, next video we'll move the items. We'll make use of the items class in the player.